What is going on, folks out there? YouTube, Instagram, whatever you're watching on. We are here. Hope you're ready for a great banger of an episode. It's the Hardwood Homies. I'm Trenton DeRocher.
And I'm Jacob Owens.
And it's go
back.
time.
It's March.
It is. It's March. And some crazy games happened over the weekend. Jacob, what were the crazy games?
My favorite was Tourney lost Florida State going into Miami and winning on a buzzer beater.
Funny you mentioned that because my favorite was Arizona State making a buzzer beater.
Half quarter, yeah. But they weren't down 20 at half, so.
Anyway. So we deserved to win, and you didn't, is what you're telling me.
We
didn't deserve
both of our teams lost at the buzzer.
Yeah. I like how last episode was titled Homies Have High Hopes, and then the very next week, we both lose on buzzer beaters.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That's absurd.
I was kind of numb to it.
Sad stuff.
I didn't see a lot of the Arizona game. I turned it on to hit some half-court shot just to maybe make the tournament. And we're trying to play our way probably to a 3 seed in March unless we do really good here.
Arizona State's the first team out right now, according to the newest bracketology.
Because they lost.
Lost at UCLA.
Number 4 in the country.
But Wisconsin, who loses 14 times this season,
14.
is still solidly in right now.
Yeah, Penn State's in.
Penn State at least won to get to where they're at. Wisconsin just keeps losing and not dropping because Lenardi is a Big Ten clown.
Jeez. Okay. Big weekend of buzzer beaters. Miami blows the lead. They're without Pack.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to get into that? Because
if
people didn't watch it, I'm not trying to torture you, but if people didn't watch it, they're gonna be like, can you guys explain?
Miami dominates every single facet of the game. In the first half is up 25. Second half starts, and they decide to stop playing basketball, and they start playing tiddlywinks. And pretty soon, Florida State is making layup after layup after layup after layup after layup because our defense has given up. And once your defense gives up and the other team gets momentum, you can't do anything on offense either. So you end up letting the other team shoot like 80% in the second half, and you lose on a buzzer beater. And I knew it was going to go in the moment it left his hand because, of course, it was.
What's tiddlywinks?
I think it's like an old game.
Yeah, but
like toys.
Toys?
Like you play with toys.
Maybe we should play next episode on camera.
Yeah, something like that.
So, Arizona lost. ASU played a good game. They were in it kind of the whole time. Then they hit a half quarter as time expires and win by 1. Yeah. So, big win for them. Obviously not good for Arizona, as we said. Seeding-wise, I don't know. I don't know if it has any implications. There were some other crazy games, though, too. I mean, we could go on and on.
Yeah, New Mexico, San Diego State ended with a buzzer beater.
That was devastating. That was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in the pit. They get stunned at the buzzer. I feel like they needed
that game. So. If they don't win their conference, that's the game they'll look back at and say, if we don't give up that buzzer beater, we probably are dancing. But
yeah.
Other than that, last night there were some really good games. Rutgers lost a terrible game to Minnesota on a buzzer beater. Liberty, I really enjoyed watching the Atlantic Sun games. Liberty and Eastern Kentucky played. Eastern Kentucky was up big. Liberty could not make a shot. They saved them all for the last 10 minutes because Liberty went nuts to end the game. And Darius McGee was doing Darius McGee things, and Liberty ended up winning. Kennesaw State was in a bit of a dogfight with Lipscomb, and Kennesaw State ended up winning, setting up 1 versus 2 in the ASUN for the championship Saturday night. I think that will be one of the better conference tournament games of the whole week.
Yeah. And
of this week for
game,
sure.
Right?
Yeah,
we'll
talk that a little bit later. But
yeah, and there was a lot that happened, but Iowa State lost at home to Oklahoma. We also had
Texas. Indiana beating Purdue again on the road.
Yeah, in Mackey. Purdue
Baylor beat Texas.
A big game. That was a tough game for Texas.
Yeah. Texas Tech had a really tough week. Lost close one with TCU.
Yeah, lost by 1.
And then lost a really close one on the road against Kansas by 3. So they are outside looking in now.
The dream's
for sure.
over. It's reality time.
They have to win the conference now. So
time to wake up. You're not making it to the tournament, Texas Tech.
Speaking of teams that are coming on strong, though, Villanova got another couple big wins. I know they beat Seton Hall on the road and
I almost want to say was
Providence
Xavier?
or Xavier.
I'm a week behind.
Somebody at home.
Xavier, I think, was last week.
A couple wins again, though.
Yeah.
They're cruising right now. So
Virginia, number 6, got beat at home to North Carolina, a bubble team, I guess.
Pitt, huge loss. Big time upset. Notre Dame beat Pitt in what? I don't even. Where's Notre Dame? I'm losing my mind. I know where it is. I want to say
Indiana.
I know it's in Indiana. I meant the city, but it's whatever.
Oh, okay. And then also, I mean, I don't know. Those were the big ones, but Texas A&M, I was talking up.
South Bend?
Yeah, it's South Bend, Indiana. Yep, you got it. I couldn't think of it. But Texas A&M, I was talking about them, and then they lose over the weekend to Ole Miss. No.
Who? Sorry.
Mississippi State.
Yeah, Texas A&M lost to Mississippi State.
Yeah, so right as they get ranked, they're doing good, then they lose. But Mississippi State need to win the game.
Yeah.
Xavier, how are they doing? They were just on the other night, actually.
Xavier is still doing well. They just beat Providence. Providence lost that was their first home loss of the season for Providence. So, yeah, it was a big win for Xavier on the road.
They're dangerous. There's a lot of teams from the Big East that are kind of like had their moments where everyone was talking about them, like UConn, and then
Marquette's had their moments, and they're actually still cruising.
Yeah,
won the Big East regular season.
Yeah. They're kind of a quiet team. I never really acknowledged them. But no, Xavier's doing pretty good, especially considering the injury. I was trying to find today. I don't know if there's anything more on their forward Fremantle, if he's coming back soon. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, and just to update you with the picks, I won by 2 again. I went 8 out of 10 this week. Jacob went 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
So I'm up 4 coming into this last week. We've got a bunch of games on Saturday and Sunday that we're going to pick. So and still plenty of time to make it up, but
it's time
it comes down to this. So.
You're the one leading, so I'm just going to put this on you. Is the punishment I have to buy and wear something of a team I dislike, or do I gift you with something? Or maybe something else, but those were 2 we talked about.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea of like the first day of March Madness. First 2 days you wearing like a Duke shirt or something. I think that'd be pretty funny, actually.
Okay.
Like on campus and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny.
Okay. I don't even know what to say to that, but yeah, that would be pretty good.
Or you could wear like a Miami shirt. That'd be kind of funny too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that really punishes you that much.
Really.
You don't like hate us or anything.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
It's your call. I mean, I'll give you the call. You've won the last 2.
Yeah.
Also, I can pass the buck to you, not worry about what we do.
Yeah.
So,
we'll figure it out.
I did picture the Duke thing. I thought of that today, actually. So, God.
That'd be pretty funny.
Then I was like, would I burn the shirt after? I'm like, well, no, that's kind of a waste of money. Maybe I can resell it.
A little extra YouTube video of just burning stuff.
Yeah. Maybe I could resell it if we come to
Probably.
that.
There's enough Duke fans out there.
Yeah.
Why I don't know, but
there's plenty.
Respectable program.
Yeah. Trying to think. The record this week. That's a big story. Pistol Pete Maravich's
Antoine Davis.
Yeah.
That's his name, right? Antoine? I know it's Davis. I think it's Antoine.
It's I know how to spell it. You want me to spell it for you?
Yeah, spell it.
Antoine.
Antoine. Yeah.
You would say Antoine?
Yes.
Okay. He got within 3 points of breaking this all-time college scoring record.
Yeah.
For your career.
He had a really rough night, actually, though. He needed 26 to pass it, which you'd think 3 points away, 23. That's pretty good. But I'm pretty sure he shot like 7 of 26 from the field. His team was winning for most of the game, and a lot of that game I was thinking, man, I hope they win so he gets a chance to beat it because I don't think he's going to get there tonight. And he ended up missing 4 or 5 shots in a row at the end that gave him chances to get there, but no, it doesn't look like the record's going to be broken unless they're claiming that they might get a chance to play in the CBI postseason
They're
tournament.
14-17.
But they're 14-17. At that
what I don't
point,
get.
they would just be letting him in so he can get the record. And I was telling you this earlier, here's my hot take. I don't think he should get a chance to break the record. He's already played like 30 more games than Maravich ever did. He's got an extra season because of COVID. Like, I don't know. It just
I don't have a strong feeling.
It has a bit of an asterisk already by it. So the fact that they would just be letting him in to break the record, I mean, good for him. It's impressive any way you look at it, but
in terms of the record, it's weird though because because Maravich didn't he play for LSU?
Yeah.
And this guy he plays for Detroit Mercy, which I had never heard of. If I'm being, that's D1 though.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the horizon.
Okay. Because I guess Maravich he had 3,664 points in his whole college career, and that's like. I don't know. Don't people think no one would touch that?
Didn't he only play 3 seasons too?
I think I was reading that. I'm not 100%.
Yeah. And it was Bill Walton was saying during the game the other night that if there was a 3-point line when Pete Maravich played, he would have averaged like 56 points a game.
Yeah.
In college.
Yeah. Wait, did he just jump to the NBA after 3 years?
I assume so.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know the rules back then.
No, I don't either, but that's what I thought I'd heard.
Yeah. Okay.
I know he played like 100 games, so I don't know how many games they used to play back then. 30.
That'd be like.
Isn't 32, 35?
That would be like today.
Yeah, that would be about exactly if it was right. So
maybe it was the same. But no, that's a big thing that didn't quite happen, but one of the biggest records almost went down.
Yeah.
I assume it will not, but you never know.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I thought I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm getting notifications out the wazoo here.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to move on to
that.
Actually, I wanted to bring something else up. Is that no, just with the mid-major stuff. There was a lot of controversy yesterday. There was a punch. There's a punch thrown in that. I can't even remember who was playing, but that was pretty crazy. And then also in that Detroit Mercy game, there was a technical at the end. There were some players really jawing. Fans were throwing stuff at the players.
What?
There was a lot of crazy stuff going on yesterday.
Throwing stuff at the players.
Yeah, I saw a video of like some Youngstown State fan throwing something down at one of the Detroit players who was like cussing out the fans on his way out the gym.
So this is after the game.
Yeah, it was after it was over.
Classy all around, everyone. Good job.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, speaking of classy, this is a transition, all right. We got one of the clowns of the week. The one you couldn't guess.
The one I couldn't guess.
Speaking of crazy games last weekend, there was a game where Iowa was down behind Michigan State by more than 10 points with under 2 minutes left. They win the game. Mm-hmm. So about 1:30 left. They're down 10. Iowa's coach, his name's Fran McCaffrey. He's had kids play on the team. And he decides.
Is this just the ref stare down? Is it?
Yeah. Okay. Like they're down 10. Maybe let's talk to the players in the huddle. Well, no, he's going to go stare at one of the refs over a call. I'm not sure what call this was. So he stares at him like you would do if you're a child. And then he moves forward. He gets closer to him and keeps eye contact with the ref. And my favorite part is the ref actually moved forward too. And people were like, the ref wants that smoke. And then one of the assistants came in and kind of grabbed him. But essentially, you get to see a grown man acting like a child.
You get to see that every game if you watch Iowa. So nothing new. Fran McCaffrey's a jackwagon. I'm not going to mince words here. That guy is a hothead, and he just constantly complains. I don't like him at all. He also doesn't look like a cool person. He just looks like a loser. So I'll pile on the Fran McCaffrey if you want me to.
I didn't even know there was a history here. I thought this was like an isolated.
No, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's clown of the week.
Didn't you have another one though?
I
can't
do.
remember.
I don't know if you want me to do
Meyer.
it.
Yeah, go for
it.
Might as well.
Matthew Meyer. You would probably know him from being really good shooter at Baylor. But he transferred this season. He's at Illinois.
That's another game we didn't even mention.
Yeah, they bad loss. They lose.
Illinois won.
They won Sunday? I think they lost.
I meant yesterday, but
yes. Who was it? Michigan.
Yeah, they beat Michigan.
Let's bring it up right now.
They beat Michigan in double overtime. Terrence Shannon had a really good game. Meyer actually did have 7 points in the second overtime to kind of lead them to victory. But
that's pretty good.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. Michigan 7-0 run to force overtime. Illinois 7-0 run to force double overtime, and then they ended up pulling it out at the end. And Joey Baker, Duke transfer, I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
He airballed a wide open 3 at the buzzer or with a couple seconds left for them to lose by 3 or by 4 because they made free throws after it.
He went to Michigan?
Yeah.
Why would he leave Duke to go to Michigan? He was playing enough, I feel like. I knew who he was, so I assume he wasn't just sitting on the bench.
No, he played quite a bit,
Yeah, okay. That is one of the most bizarre transfers I've ever heard
a lot of dudes transfer that play.
I'm going to go from a blue blood where I play to a team that's always bubble and overrated. I don't know.
That's how you describe Michigan.
Yep. That's a nice description.
That's kind of sad how far they've fallen from grace in the last couple of years, that they're no longer considered a blue blood. They're just a bubble team that sucks.
Yeah. Then they get some easy draw last year. They get to take out my Wyoming team.
Wyoming.
So sad. I picked them.
They actually didn't play Wyoming, but that's okay.
Who did play? Yeah, who did Wyoming play?
Wyoming played Indiana.
Oh, no, they played Colorado
State.
They played Colorado. My Colorado State. You can tell how much they mean to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so anyway, back to Illinois.
Back to Meyer.
Matthew Meyer. So, he's a good player. There's no way around that. But apparently he missed some practices early this week, and he told reporters it was because he had six Monster energy drinks.
Caffeine poisoning.
Yeah, he said it was like caffeine poisoning. He had one before the game. They lose to Ohio State Sunday, and then 5 after because he, I want to say insider phrased it, like he was chasing a caffeine-induced high. He likes to play video games under that state. So, yeah, that's kind of like maybe not childish, more like what you would see like high schoolers doing. But, yeah, this is a college basketball player.
Yeah, and then a couple nights later, he wins the game for his team. What a story. And then he shows up to the press conference with 2 Monster energy drinks.
Did he?
He did, yeah.
Is he trying to get a sponsorship?
I think he was just it was just a joke. I don't know. It was funny. I enjoyed it.
I don't know
if I call him a clown for that. It's stupid,
it's
but
I mean, no, it's clown. With my segment
that is
here,
not
the clowns,
exactly the what you'd think a peak college athlete would be doing. I'm sure.
Well, it's just I'm not even like
I don't know if it's
college athlete. It's
heart.
like, do you have? Okay, you're a young. Okay, yeah, sure, you can do stupid stuff, but I don't know. You don't even have to be an athlete to know doing that is just idiotic. And what are you trying to get out of that? A caffeine-induced high?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
Matthew Meyer's out here shotgunning monsters while your favorite athlete's shotgunning beers. So, who's the real winner?
Neither. Fans are the losers. Sorry, everyone. No, that was my other clown of the week. I almost put someone else, but we'll leave that person alone. Yeah.
I'd like to know who that is.
No, it was just someone on Twitter talking about the Big Ten, but we talk about them enough.
Probably Sheer.
No, it's not Sheer.
All right, let's get into some games for next week. I'm a bit biased. Also, it pops up first on my list because Miami was playing Pitt at Miami.
Yeah, I wonder why it's first.
It's because it popped up on my list because I follow Miami on Bleacher Report.
Oh, I thought you were meaning the list that you wrote out. I was like, well, yeah I know.
It pops up on my phone.
Oh, you follow them. Yeah. No, that is a big game.
Yeah.
I mean,
ranked matchup. It legit could decide who's the ACC regular season champion. It'll probably be a tie. Either way you cut it. Virginia plays Louisville at home. They will likely win.
If they lose,
Yeah, crazy stuff. But yeah, the winner of Pitt Miami will likely be co-champions with Virginia, and yeah. Anyway, I'll go first. I'll take Miami. I think that we had a really, really bad loss last week, and I think they'll come out with a lot of energy to try to show that it was kind of a fluke and that they just underperformed in the second half. And I think senior night fans will be jacked up and they'll be able to get a win.
Yeah, that's kind of what most fanboys would think. Their team's going to come out a week later, show up. Like I told you,
Pitt's really good.
Yeah, I was tempted to pick Pitt, not even as a thing against Miami. I think they may stumble a bit, but they're at home, which I hold in high regard. Maybe I shouldn't because I haven't been doing great. But yeah, I'll go with Miami there. I'm not going to.
One thing I want to say about Pitt, I don't know if we've actually talked about their team, but
not really.
They have all 5 of their starters are first-year transfers, which is really crazy to build a team that has no chemistry with each other whatsoever and be able to take them to the NCAA tournament. I think they'll get in even if they lose their last 2. I don't see them doing that, but I still think they would be last 4 in or something. But it's really good. If they lose this one and then lose again, I mean they're falling in a hurry. I think they're already a 10 seed. So
okay,
9 or 10.
Well, then if that's the case, then I guess.
So they're a good team though. They shoot 3 very, very well. They shoot a lot of them. So will be interesting to see.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, one thing. Sorry. We mentioned this before, not this year though. We haven't talked about Pitt, but their coach is Jeff Capel. He used to be at Duke. He's, last year it didn't look too good, but this year it seems he's turning the program around. So good for him.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you're a Duke fan, you can share about that, I guess.
Yeah. So. Alabama, Texas A&M.
Okay, so I talked up Texas A&M. Alabama, big win this week. They were down double digits against Auburn. They were at home. They show, they're a good team. We already knew that, but they can fight back. It doesn't matter. Texas A&M, if they're going to beat Alabama, in the next 2 weeks, I think it'll be this game, even if they met. I don't think they have a chance in the conference tournament if they meet Alabama, but I think they could catch them senior night. Last regular season game, that you're a good team. You would hope you can get the win there in a thrilling game. So I'll pick them.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no. I like the pick. I think I'm going to go Alabama, though. I think they're just better. I haven't seen Texas A&M play a whole lot, but I've seen Alabama play quite a bit, and I think that they'll finish strong. I think they'll show that they're the best team in the SEC in the last regular season game of the year. So I'll say Alabama.
Okay. No, that's a good pick.
Next up, we got Iowa State at Baylor. And I'm not going to mess around here. I'm going to take Baylor at home. They're a really good team. Still playing pretty well. Got a big win against Texas last week. I think they'll beat Iowa State, who's been struggling.
Yeah. No, I agree. We mentioned Iowa State, kind of a weird loss last week. But, there's not really any point. We talked about Baylor a good amount. Baylor, if they lose, I'd be shocked. I guess I think that would say more about Iowa State actually being resilient and everything, but not in this world. They're not going to lose.
Right. So, Kentucky at Arkansas.
This one's kind of tough.
This is a tough one.
Because Arkansas, there was Eric Musselman, the coach for Arkansas. He had some quote recently about them taking a step back or something, but I don't know.
They were playing well early, and then they kind of fell off last couple games.
Yeah, they were
not easy games, but
Alabama, that was a tough loss. Mm-hmm. And, I will pick Arkansas. I guess it's a home team in these toss-ups, but I also think Kentucky, they're trending in the right way, but I also don't really buy into them. They're kind of scary because of. They have athletes on their team and stuff because, he can recruit Calipari, but I don't think they should win, so I'm not going to pick them.
You're going to call me a homer again for Arkansas because I like them, but I'm going to pick Arkansas too. I think they are a good team, and I don't think a good team's going to lose 3 in a row, especially not at home. So I'll go Arkansas.
Yeah, no, if they lose that, that's a terrible way to go into
there's
March. And
reason for concern if they lose again. Kansas at Texas, maybe the game of the week, possibly.
Yeah, probably.
Although Arizona, UCLA is also a good game. We'll get to that in a bit.
Texas. I'm picking Texas. We've talked about how good Kansas is. This is not against them. I just think, I don't know. I don't see them like, okay, so let's say if they win tonight, what are they going to roll through the Big 12 tournament and just go on? I don't know how many games they would have won consecutively with all that. So I think you're going to have to lose. You're in the best conference in America. If you're going to lose one, it's tonight. So that's, yeah.
All right. I'm going to go Kansas. Texas guards have struggled the last couple games. They played TCU. Did not look good at all. Their offense was all out of sync. Kansas plays really good defense. I think they'll be able to get them out of sync a little bit too. And I'll go with Kansas on the road. Yeah.
Okay. That'd be a big win. Like they've already proven themselves, but that would be kind of like, oh, they might go back to back. I think you would hear that a lot more.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Biggest rivalry in sports? Duke at Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, this is a tough game to pick.
I guess I'm first. Huh?
Yeah. Go. Actually, I was just going.
You can say why it's tough to pick if you want.
Duke's been playing good.
Duke has been.
I want to say they've won 5 in a row. That may be wrong, but they're trending up. I don't know. I'm big on
North Carolina's kind of trending up and down.
Yeah, I mean they were kind of down. They got a win at Virginia, but I don't.
Yeah,
they're not that good of a team. Weirdly enough,
I think I'm still going to go North Carolina though. Top to bottom, I think they're more talented than Duke. Mm-hmm. They just haven't. I don't know. They just haven't figured it out this year. Maybe I'm biased, or not biased, but maybe I'm just going off of last year, kind of a recency thing. Just thinking their players are more talented than they are because they got hot. I don't know. Maybe it's stupid, but I'm going to go North Carolina at home on senior night. Big rivalry game, kind of a need to win. They just need to win more than Duke does.
Oh yeah, that's why it's hard to pick because they're at home. It's a rivalry game. Like they're not bad. I don't know how many times I need to say that, but I'll go with Duke. I believe they're the better team. So they're gonna maybe this would be a big win, I think.
Yeah. Arizona at UCLA.
Yeah, what did I tell you last night? I don't know. We're going to shock the world tomorrow. And, yeah, Arizona wins. I think Jaquez for UCLA still has a big game. I mean, he's their best player, so that wouldn't be a shock. But I actually think – I don't know. I want to say Creasa may have a pretty good game. Tiger Campbell, not a great matchup for him. He's outmatched there. As a fan, I can admit that. But I just think – I don't know. I think UCLA – they're a good team, but they haven't played as good of teams as I thought. I was looking at their resume a bit. And, I think we shock them, give them their first home loss of the year, and we get into the Pac-12 tournament with it. So
I think that this will be one of the best regular season games of the season.
God, okay.
Jeez. I think it's going to be an excellent game. Both really contrasting styles. UCLA is going to want to slow it down. Arizona is going to want to speed it up. There'll be good defense played, good shot making. I'm going to go UCLA, although I really, really want to pick Arizona, but I just can't bring myself to do it for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick UCLA. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Tune in.
Yeah, from Arizona and California to Arizona State, USC.
I didn't want you to put this because this is hard for me to pick. Both teams just lost. Arizona. Oh, God, go.
I'm first.
Yeah.
I like Arizona State. I think they need to win. I think that USC is not nearly as good as UCLA, obviously. Bold take, Trenton. But Arizona State's offense will find their rhythm a little bit. They've got good shot makers, and I think they'll be able to get it done.
Yeah, as I'm saying this, I'm still not sure which way I'm going to go on the game. Arizona State, they looked really good in the first half against UCLA, but then there's a flagrant one, kind of throws things off. Then they get steamrolled second half. USC didn't look bad last night. they were kind of hanging around all night. They were never really winning or in command. But I mean,
That's the scary thing about Arizona is USC looked like they played pretty well.
Yeah.
Like they were making shots and it just didn't really matter.
I don't know if it was their defense, but their defense seemed terrible to me. I don't know.
It wasn't bad. They didn't really defend Tabelos at
all. No, they didn't. I don't because USC's at home, but Arizona State needs it more. They're both risky.
They both need it.
Get swept. Yeah. So
especially USC at home, both games.
Yeah, I think I'll go with USC. I think Arizona State's a scrappier team, but I think reality sets in. They're gonna have to win a few games in the Pac-12 tournament, or the buzzer beater means nothing against us.
Yeah.
USC.
Yeah. All right. UConn at Villanova.
Oh, Villanova. I think. Well, I have some bold predictions for Villanova. UConn. Very good. When I think about it more, I realize UConn, that would be a very big win for Villanova, even at home. But no, I'm gonna stick to my guns here.
Yeah. I like Villanova a lot. I think they've been playing really, really well. But at the end of the day, I still think that UConn is the most talented team in the Big East. I think they're the best team in the Big East, and I'm gonna go with UConn. I think that Villanova is good, but they're not as good. Marquette, I don't have as much faith in.
That's fine. No, that's a good pick. I may regret that one. Houston at Memphis. You got strong feeling?
Strong feeling. I think Houston. I like Memphis. That'll be a tough game on the road. But I still think Houston's really good. I'll just go Houston.
Same. I'm not going to get into it. Houston. I like them. We went into it on the team preview. But yeah, I'm high on them. So.
Yeah. Maryland at Penn State. Big bubble implications for the oh my gosh, Nittany Lions.
Oh, I didn't know. I couldn't rescue you because I didn't know.
You didn't know what I was going to say.
No. Okay, so I want to pick Maryland, but I saw something the other day where they've just struggled. They've been really bad on the road. They're a good team, but on the road, they've just really had a lot of troubles. Both teams are playing for something. I'm going to just go with trends and say, they're going to be that same team they have been on the road and lose. So,
yeah, I like that too. Penn State's been playing pretty well lately. Cam Winter is a stud. If you haven't watched him play,
there's not a buzzer beater, but a game winner.
Not much time left at all. But I like Penn State in that game. I think they'll be rocking. I'm gonna go Penn State.
Okay, good.
Illinois at Purdue. Is this me? Yeah.
It is.
This is a tough one. This actually is. Purdue has been terrible the last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, they're still a number 1 seed.
I don't know why UCLA is not a 1 yet, but I actually think I'm gonna go Purdue here. Everything wants me to pick Illinois, but I don't see Purdue losing again at home. I know Indiana just got them at home. I think that Purdue will bounce back and narrowly escape.
Yes, I agree with you. You summed it up pretty good. That's when I was thinking about this game. There's a lot of momentum and everything tells me do not pick Purdue, but I'm going to because they're the better team. And Illinois has actually been doing pretty good. They've been off my radar, if I'm being honest, until the energy drink thing. Yeah. But no, I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, there's a 7-way tie for second in the Big Ten right now. Unbelievable.
Great. It's a mid-off, as they say.
It's a mid-off, exactly. And then finale here.
This is your big one.
I like this one. I'm excited for this game. I think this is going to be such a good game. Liberty at Kennesaw State for the ASUN Championship. The first ticket punched on Saturday.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah.
Is it me?
I'll just do you. Yeah.
I've been big on Liberty the last couple weeks. It's so tough that they're going to have to go on the road.
Turn his back on.
They played Kennesaw State on the road earlier this year. The one matchup they had, they lost by 7. I think Liberty is going to bounce back. They are a better team, but both times they play them is on the road this year. So, I don't know. I'm going to go Liberty, but Kennesaw State, look out.
No, I'm picking Kennesaw State. I'm not going to pretend to know. This guy knows a bit more about these kind of under the radar schools that aren't the power conference. But yeah, from what I've learned, basically from you, is that Kennesaw State's good. They're at home. Yes, I know Liberty has like the guy who kind of like Curry like.
Yeah, Darius McGee. He'll let it fly from anywhere.
I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of heartbreaking because you even picked Liberty as like a sleeper, right?
Yeah, that was what I picked as my sleeper, yeah.
I'm going to ride the home team. So,
yeah.
Yeah. One thing we've been.
One other thing I just want to mention about Liberty is they played actually a really tough non-conference. It's interesting. They're considered a bubble team right now. They're in the considered on Lenardi's thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And Kennesaw State is a 15. Like,
so there's
on the bracket, because Kennesaw State
win. Kennesaw State.
Well, I think they're assuming that Liberty's a better team, but right now he lists whoever's in first.
Okay.
So Kennesaw State's listed as a 15, but if Liberty were to win, they'd probably be at 11 or a 12.
Okay.
So weird to think about, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. There's two things we could do here. Because we've been real quick tonight. Yeah. So we can keep going a bit. But one, and I don't know if we want to do this now, but we could do conference tournament predictions, like the winners, or we could even do that, I guess, next Thursday when we know the semis.
I think I'd rather do it before then.
Okay, you want to do it now?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go.
I think I'd rather do it now. It's fun when you know who the teams are a little bit, but I think it'd be more fun to just watch them. Get beat first round.
Then you have someone to root for too. Yeah. Some of these conferences that I don't.
Who do you want to start with, by the way? We can start ACC.
Yeah, let's go.
Alphabetical
home territory.
I have no clue who's going to win the ACC tournament. That might be the most parity of any conference at all. There's one of probably 5 teams that I could see winning. I could see Miami, Pitt, Duke, North Carolina.
No.
Did I say NC State?
No, you did not.
Yeah. Virginia. There's a lot of teams that could win. I think I'm going to go with – I like NC State. I like NC State a lot.
I actually like that.
They've been struggling lately. I don't know quite why, but I think they're really good. And I'll pick NC State.
I like that pick. I didn't think of them when I was doing my analysis. My calculations. I was looking at potential matchups. I didn't do this for the ACC, actually. I'm going with – kind of goes back to a pick I made this weekend. A team I really hate to see do good, but I think Duke has a decent shot of winning it. I feel like there's a lot of good teams, but like Clemson's still up there in the rankings. They've fallen off. Miami just lost, so they're susceptible a bit.
Yeah,
no one's been.
We still have a really good team. I could see us winning. I just thought it'd be a little more refreshing to pick somebody different, and I think NC State's got a really good chance.
I like that pick. Yeah, Duke's gonna win, but that's a good.
But I could also see NC State just losing right away too.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
It's tough because you were saying if you don't get a double bye, you have to win 4 games in 4 days.
And they will.
So yeah.
Some of those teams, they get the early start though. They get hot early, and they kind of carry the. Why not Miami fake fan? I explained it. I wanted to keep it refreshing.
The are killing you.
Got to keep it refreshing.
Siblings, actually.
NC State. What is going on here?
You have anything else to say?
It's absurd. I like Alex's YouTube comment as well. Nice painting.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
you're a really big fan of it.
It's lovely. It's real cute.
Yeah, I know. It's a new edition.
I will be cheering for Miami. I think we've got as good of a chance as any, but I'll pick NC State to keep it refreshing. Zach.
I don't know. Getting a little
Big 12.
Yeah, you want to move on. It's okay. We'll get you out of this. Big 12. Jeez. You want to start with me? I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay. So this is one where I actually looked at the matchups a bit. So the easy pick is, Kansas. Not picking them. I kind of like another team I want to pick, but like as kind of a sleeper is TCU. But I was looking at if it were to start today, they would likely have to play like Texas, I think in the semis. I don't like that. So I was looking at who kind of has the easiest matchup in my eye. For some reason, Kansas State, yeah, they're second in the conference, but I've completely just abandoned ship on them, maybe like an idiot. So Texas, assuming they win their first game, they would probably play Kansas State in the semis, and I know they're real good. So I'm going to go, I guess, another link to the weekend picks, but I'm going to pick Texas for the Big 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Obviously, Kansas is a pick that most people will probably say win the regular season and one of the best teams in the country. I'm going to go Baylor again. I'm going back to old reliable, and I like Baylor a lot. And if that game's not at the Fog in Kansas, and that's a neutral court game, Baylor's going to win that game. I think Baylor has better guards. I think that their bigs are getting better and better.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Baylor.
And I'm going to admit something here. This is going to sound bizarre because it's like I took all of these, I did all these calculations. And now it seems like I'm copying you. But my pick is actually Baylor, not Texas.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so I talked about I think Texas would prevent TCU. I still believe that. But my whole point in bringing up Kansas State was that Baylor would have to play them most likely. Maybe I said that. Maybe I said Texas.
You said Texas.
Okay. Yeah. Baylor would likely play Kansas State, which I've determined based off little evidence they're frauds. So Baylor.
Kansas State.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And we know Baylor's
that
good.
That could come back to haunt you.
That's fine. I would like it. I would cheer for them.
Yeah.
Go frauds, go. So, yeah. Baylor's my pick. I know now it looks bad, but I don't want to interrupt you. So
yeah, no, we got a new clown of the week in the comments, Savannah DeRocher. She says, "Are you doing the brackets again this year so I can win again?" We will be doing another bracket challenge. We will be allowing someone to come on the podcast again.
The winner.
It will not be you.
The winner gets to come.
The winner, yeah, okay. Of course.
You just said someone. I was like,
some lucky fan gets to be a homie for a day.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Maybe give him a shirt or
only
for a day.
We did a shirt last year. We'll have to figure something
out. Yeah. Savannah thinks she's going to be back. Who will be back?
She'll just pick Duke versus Kansas championship incoming.
Might do good.
That's what she picks every year.
Might be a good pick. But, yeah, I guess we'll give more info on that next week.
Yeah, Big Ten.
Yeah. She blew us both out last year. Great.
True.
Yeah.
We picked Kentucky, so what do we know?
I still like that pick. So who do you want to do next? We can do
I said Big Ten.
Oh, Big Ten?
Going in alphabetical order.
Okay. What about the Big East?
10 numbers come before letters.
I'm thinking T.
I know they do 10 with a T, don't
Go do Big Ten. Whatever.
You're first. I went first last time.
Oh,
I might steal your pick.
Big Ten. Maybe I'll steal yours. Big Ten. This is one I was not bold on. A lot of the picks, I was like, I'm going to pick a team that's hot. But no, I'm going to pick Purdue because one thing I realized looking through their conference standings is despite them playing terrible lately, they're still several games ahead in first. It's not even in question. They wrapped it up this week, which I think just kind of shows how they've done overall. I'm going to bet against, their body of work. I'm not going to bet against their body of work. And, I'm going to pick Purdue. They're the best team. So
I'm going to pick Indiana because I think they're the best team in the Big Ten.
But they're too streaky, in my opinion.
They're just more complete of a team than Purdue is. So, I'm going to go with Indiana.
No, that's a good pick. Indiana is a scary team. I don't think you want to face them.
I have no idea how the rankings are going to turn out. They might be sixth in the conference.
No, that's
for
the
all
thing.
I know.
I was like, they're second, right? And then I looked. I'm like, well, no, there's not. Right.
I have no idea what they are. Probably fourth.
Yeah, it's a weird bloodbath in there.
Yeah. This week's games will probably decide a lot.
Oh yeah. Big East.
I forget who Indiana plays. Yeah, Big East.
Okay. You're going first this time. You gotta keep track of the order.
Okay. I'm either gonna go UConn or Creighton.
Both bad picks, but let's see which one.
I'll go UConn.
Okay, at least you're consistent with it.
I think Creighton's really good too, though. They've been playing well too.
Yeah. Just UConn.
UConn.
Okay, I thought you were gonna
Husky Nation.
I don't know.
UConn usually does really well in the conference tournament.
That is true.
So
history says they could win it. Yeah.
Cardiac Kemba.
Cardiac.
Now it's Cardiac Sonogo and Hawkins.
And I was about to say the guy from Xavier. Never mind. Yeah. I am picking Villanova. They would have to win.
I thought you might.
4 games in 4 days. If Villanova doesn't win it, I'm going with Marquette. But Villanova is my actual pick.
Marquette surprised me. I thought you'd say Xavier, actually.
That's actually what I wanted to say. And then I was like looking at the rankings, and I was like, just because you don't pay attention to them doesn't mean you don't give them
second?
love.
Third, Xavier?
They're in second. Marquette's first by like a few games, I think. And, just because you ignore something doesn't mean it doesn't deserve love. So it's Marquette. That's pretty deep.
Philosophical statement there.
Deep for a Friday night. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Pac-12, I guess, is
what
we got next.
Oh, I'm first.
Yeah.
Okay. Pac-12. This is the one I started writing out all these scenarios. So I picked UCLA, but if they win tomorrow, they're not winning. I'll just say that right now. They're not going to beat Arizona and then win the whole thing. Assuming Arizona wins tomorrow, which is what I think will happen, then I don't know who meets them. It's probably USC or Arizona in the championship versus UCLA. That would be likely. But you also have this scenario where UCLA wins tomorrow, and then you have possibly, maybe they get upset. They likely play like an Oregon, Arizona State if they win their first game. So who is my pick? I guess I'll go with UCLA because I think they'll lose tomorrow. They'll win the tournament. But
I think they're going to win tomorrow, and Arizona's going to win the Pac-12 tournament. So I'm going Arizona.
I kind of like that better.
For the Pac-12.
I
think UCLA will get them at home. But I think Arizona's streakier. I could see them getting hot in the Pac-12 tournament. Lighten up Vegas, baby.
Do we flame out in March again?
Give me the Wildcats.
We always win the Pac-12 tournament, and then everyone picks us, and then we get upset in the tournament.
Yeah.
So
I wish I had like a head like Corso. I could every week like the biggest game.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I'm really excited for tomorrow's game. Okay, and last conference.
Look at that. A comment from Keegan. What have I missed?
Bozeman, boy.
Oh, just 48 minutes of the episode. It's literally about over in a minute or two.
We're happy to have you, though.
But yeah, well,
I got called a fake fan, too, so, Anyway, SEC.
It's boring if we just pick our teams.
Yeah, and I don't. It would be delusional. The way Arizona's played, if I say they're going to win tomorrow and then sweep the tournament, maybe they will, but I don't know. They haven't been playing like that. So, SEC.
Oh, yeah, SEC. Yeah.
I'm going kind of chalk, I guess. The best team, Alabama. This is what I was alluding to earlier. It didn't make much sense at the time, but I think Texas A&M beats them this weekend. But even if they meet Texas A&M in the title game or something, I think Alabama would win.
Yeah.
So
I could see a weird team winning the SEC. I'm not going to lie.
Like Tennessee or even weirder?
No, weirder.
Vanderbilt?
No. Okay. Let's not get that weird. But I could see an Auburn or a Mississippi State or Texas. And I guess Texas A&M isn't even that weird, but it seems weird to me.
It does seem weird to me too.
I'm actually gonna go Alabama too.
All that
boring.
talk.
I'm gonna be
All
boring.
that talk. I see a lot of.
I would take the field over Alabama, but if I have to pick somebody, I'll pick Alabama.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I just like the big build up, and then you're like, nah, I'm going Alabama. It was good.
That'll be a fun one too. SEC tournament will be good.
Okay.
Vanderbilt. I like Vanderbilt. Missouri. Sleeper.
Yeah. What happened to
Sleeper.
Missouri? What did happen?
I don't know.
They've been in the tournament right now.
Yeah.
Okay, because they were doing really good early on.
Yeah, they're like a 9 or 10. They're in the pit. They're in the pit route right now.
That'd be a fun team to cheer for in the tournament, I think.
Yeah.
Missouri.
They started out really good too. They won
like
14 in a row to start the year.
Exactly.
12 in a row. I don't know.
We got Montana State all the way. Raekwon and Jabril are unstoppable. I don't know why I whisper, but
yeah.
We love Bozeman.
Bobcats have a good chance of going back-to-back Big Sky champs.
Yeah,
they just beat Eastern
this year.
Just beat Eastern Washington, who was first in the conference on the road in the last game of the season. So
that's big.
Yeah, they're kind of. I'd say the Bobcats are kind of the favorite right now. Actually, I know that I know that the net and everyone. I know the analytics favor the Bobcats.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. We've neglected the Big Sky. Usually we do better. We've done terrible this year. But yeah,
that'll be a good tournament too.
Yeah, Montana's going to be fourth place. Watched them.
It's kind of a race between Montana State, Eastern Washington, and Weber State in my eyes.
Weber third?
Yeah. The Grizz are inconsistent.
Oh, sorry. There's like conversations in the comments.
They're interesting to watch.
I didn't understand it at first, and then I was like, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah. So what? You like Montana State to win it? If you had to pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so good
I'm not
inside.
Gonna do a disservice and pick. Grizz have no shot. No, the Grizz when we play.
I don't know if they do have a shot.
4 or 5, and then we play the 1, which is Eastern. So I guess Grizz versus Montana State in the title game. Sprinkle gets beat.
That would be interesting.
And then the Grizz DeCure captures the Magic again.
DeCure gets fired after losing the first game of the Idaho State. Knocks them out early.
It's been disappointing. Like they used to have a really good basketball program, and I mean they haven't been terrible, but they haven't been up to that level since we've been here.
I'd like to think that I really brought them down when I came here.
Yeah, I know. The other day, this guy says he says you guys talking about like Montana students. I'm like, you realize you go here.
No, I was talking about the school. I don't affiliate myself with the school.
That's clown behavior as well. Any NBA fast comments? Luka and Kyrie had a big game. Last night, and the Warriors are starting to pick it up.
I know. It's all opening up for the Warriors to win a title again. Steph's back on Sunday. The NBA has an asterisk unless Steph Curry's playing, in my eyes.
He said that the other night. Yeah, that was something. The Warriors versus the Suns, 4-5 would be, I think, if it started today, or that was
really
as of a few days ago. Maybe it's changed.
That'd be fun.
That'd be
hot NBA takes. I'm a firm believer that the Pelicans, with everyone healthy, Alvarado's out right now, Zion's out right now. Once Ingram's got back, he's getting into the flow. Zion's going to be back. Alvarado's going to be back. The Pelicans are legit. Might win the West.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
It is a hot take.
So one thing history has taught us is one big thing history has taught us is that super teams tend to not work. Like as of late, we can talk about the Heat, we can talk about the Warriors, but overall, the last few years, everyone wants to make a super team.
Kevin Durant's super teams don't work.
Oh, they got a title, but yeah.
That's true.
So as much as I want to say Suns are going to win, maybe.
Oh, they did win 2. Sorry.
Did they win 2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they almost won 3.
Shut up.
I didn't realize they'd won 2 actually. But no, I think I want to say the Suns are going to win. Mavericks kind of flame out in the playoffs, but you know what? Maybe we're just missing the Nuggets. Maybe they show up for the playoffs for once.
Doubtful.
I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed.
The Nuggets are just the Jazz. The Nuggets are just the former Jazz. They do really well in the West.
They do better than the Jazz.
But they try harder than everyone.
They have the MVP 2 years in a row.
I'm surprised
that are taking it all.
Luka's not even mentioned.
Yeah, that is weird.
He's averaging like 34, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists.
Jeez. Who is averaging Russell Westbrook numbers?
Ja,
no. Well, no, it wasn't it. Oh, Jokic. They said he was stat padding.
He's doing it pretty efficiently, if that's what people
That's what they used to say about Westbrook. So.
Yeah, but Westbrook was different. He used to just shoot and pass. I don't know. He would only pass if it was going to be an assist. He would only pass if it was going to result in an assist.
Classic slander comment. He can't see the
I will
future.
slander
He's just
Westbrook.
a great teammate.
You should have saw him yesterday. He was on the 3-point line.
Yeah, and
not a single person was in like 20 feet of him, and he had the ball, and no one's even looking at him.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
It was very disrespectful. But what did he do? I actually probably just passed it away.
That is right, Zach. Great observation. So yeah, Ja Morant. This has been reported by some outlets. I don't know. I want to say the Washington Post might be involved, but I can't remember. But anyway, supposedly, I think last year, Ja Morant threatened or fought. What is it?
I didn't even hear the story. I don't really follow.
Pull it up right now. We're not going to broadcast misinformation here. We're better than that. I am looking it up right now. I'm not going to
slander people all the time.
No, I don't. Watch. Well,
Ja Morant accused in reports of punching teen making threats.
There you go. We gave you the news live the right way.
Yeah, we gave you a headline.
Yeah, well, that's the headline's based on the article. It's good enough.
Yeah. Ja Morant threatens teen, punches him in the face.
Which is, I find this story weird. Not as if I don't believe it. I have no reason to question it, I guess. The one thing that I find weird is that he's always at least portrayed by, I don't know, just ESPN, the NBA is a real, based on everything I'm seeing, you view him as he's a great athlete and he's kind of he likes to have fun, but nothing I'm going to beat up people.
No, I didn't think so either.
Yeah.
I just thought he was a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
Also, was the person under 18?
I think he was 17, but that's going off my memory of earlier this week when it popped up.
Huh. Crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Anyway, we don't know all the details, but yeah, Ja Morant doing some clown
if he did that is very clown behavior. Yeah. It's kind of disgraceful. But yeah. And oh no. Ooh. Oh, I almost did something bad. That is good. I didn't bring that up because I don't usually do NBA for Clown of the Week, but yeah, that's a good point. No, there has been some big NBA news, but yeah, that's all I can. Lakers won this week, right? They needed to win against the Thunder. I was seeing that was a must-win.
The Lakers did beat the Thunder. Maybe they've got a tough schedule coming up. I don't know.
Yeah, and LeBron's out at least 3 weeks, then he'll be reevaluated. So I mean, they were toast already. They're toast.
Hopefully,
enjoy the season, Lakers fans. Enjoy the off season. Nothing against you, but you had your time in the sun. Yeah. So
what are you doing? You got to go back to this.
I'm just clicking around.
I see that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's kind of
send us off, Jakey. Send us off.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Next week, we are back. I think we'll probably go through – I like your idea. We'll probably go through a bracket, the latest bracket before Selection Sunday.
Yeah.
And just kind of – if this were the bracket, this is what would happen. But, thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on YouTube. We need you guys to stay up to date on the homies.
Yeah, we're doing team previews on YouTube, Hardwood Homies. Just look it up. If you want help filling out the bracket. If
you want help getting last place in the bracket challenge.
Good promo.
Yeah.
Okay. Peace.
Get the phone out of the way so I can end it.